we are doing the addition of complex numbers. Let's take two complex numbers, z1 is equal to a plus b iota and z2 is equal to c plus d iota. First we have to keep in mind that whenever we will add two complex numbers, we will get again a complex number. So this addition will give a new complex number. Okay, so if this will give a new complex number, then it will again have real part and imaginary part. If we add these two complex numbers z1 and z2, we will get a complex number z1 plus z2, in which we will have real parts and imaginary part. The new complex number has the real part a plus c, which is the addition of the real parts of the two complex numbers, and the imaginary part of the new complex number is the addition of the imaginary parts. This is the standard form of writing a complex number. It is something like x plus iy, where x is the real part and y is the imaginary part. We can take the example. z1 is given 3 plus 4 iota, z2 is given 5 minus 4 iota. So if we want to add z1 and z2, we will add the real parts of the complex numbers. The one part, real part is 3, another is 5, so 3 plus 5 will be added, it will give 8, and we will now add the imaginary parts. One imaginary number is 4, another one is minus 4, so 4 plus minus 4 is 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Our new complex number is 8, which is written as 8 plus iota 0. Mathematically, we can write z1 plus z2 as addition of real part of z1 plus real part of z2, and we close the bracket, plus imaginary part of z1 plus imaginary part of z2 into iota. So if we see it graphically on the diagram in the arcant plane, we see addition of two complex number. This is complex number a and this is complex number b, will make a parallelogram. This represents a, this represents b. If we take the parallels of each complex number given, we make a parallelogram, and the diagonal which is from origin C gives the new complex number, which is addition of these two complex numbers, and which can be written a plus c comma b plus d. This diagonal touches the origin in one side. This is one compulsory condition. It will touch the origin. The diagonal will touch the origin. There are another diagonal also, but this is not representing the addition of two complex number. The only diagonal which represents the addition of two complex number is the one which touches the origin. Then we come to subtraction of complex number. Subtraction of complex number is nothing but addition of one complex number to addition of the negative of the another complex number. So if z1 is given a plus b iota and z2 is given c plus d iota, z1 minus z2 is actually z1 plus minus z2. z1 is a plus b iota and z2 is c plus d iota. Now we will write the real part of this complex number. First we will take the real part. A minus c represents the real part. We will write the imaginary part, which is b iota minus d iota, and iota is common here, and we see the final complex number is a minus d in bracket plus iota into b minus d. Now take the example 3 plus 7 iota minus 3 minus 7 iota. Here the real part will come together plus the imaginary part will come together, so 14 iota. This is a pure imaginary number. Now the property is associated with the addition of complex number. The sum and difference of two complex number will always be a complex number. This is very simple to say because when we add two complex numbers, it has real part and imaginary part. The addition or subtraction of these two complex numbers will also have the real parts and imaginary parts. So in this way we can say when we find the sum and difference of two complex numbers, it will give a complex number only. The second property is commutativity. Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z2 plus Z1. So orders are not important. No matter which comes first, the addition will be the same. Either we write A plus C or C plus A, it will give the same value. 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 2 is 5. Or even either we write B plus D or D plus B, it will give the same result. Now associativity, three complex numbers, Z1, Z2 and Z3. These are the complex numbers. Which one associates first is not important. Either we add Z1 and Z2 first or Z2 or Z3 first. The addition will be the same. We first work with the left hand side. We find out the Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 by associating Z1 and Z2 first. The real part is added here and the imaginary part is added, and again Z3, and we add all the real parts here and we add all the imaginary parts here. And now we work with the right hand side, in which we associate Z2 and Z3. And when we associate Z2 and Z3, we work with this, we add the real part and the imaginary part, and together we add all the real parts and all the imaginary part, and we get the same result, that is LHS is equal to RHS. And this way we can say the associativity law is confirmed. Third property is additive identity. 0 is called the additive identity of the complex number because when we add any complex number with 0, the result is the same complex number. The complex number doesn't change. So 0 plus iota 0, or which is equal to 0, is the additive identity. And the fourth identity is additive inverse. Additive inverse is something when we add a complex number with another complex number, we get 0. So the another complex number is the additive inverse of the complex number. So here z is added to z dash is equal to 0. It means z dash, the additive inverse, is equal to this z will go to right hand side and it will become minus z. So minus z is the additive inverse of z or z dash. So here what we do is simply change the sign of the real part and imaginary part of the complex number to find the additive inverse. If z is equal to a plus b iota, z dash, the additive inverse, is equal to minus a minus b iota. We simply change the sign of real part and imaginary part. We just change the sign. If it is positive, we make it negative. If it is negative, we make it positive. Another example can be minus 2 plus 4 iota. So additive inverse of this will be, we will change the sign of minus 2 to plus 2, and we will change the sign of plus 4 to minus 4, and we will get the additive inverse. And when these two are added, we will get 0 plus iota into 0. So these are the all properties, and we are done with the addition of two complex number and its properties. Subscribe our channel CBSE Plus. Thank you.